Oh, good evening. Welcome to Reading with Mushroom Dude. Today we'll be reading for all of you little kids, if you are watching this video, and to the parents, before they yell at me like, what the frick is wrong with this man? Today, instead of playing a game, we're going to be reading a book for you little kids who loved this show as a kid. And boys too. This is called Dora the Explorer Dora Saves the Enchanted Forest. Mushroom Dude, how are you reading this? I screen mirrored this, and I'm going to read to you on the TV. So get comfy, get your snacks, lay down. It is 10:40 at night. So here's some kind of ASMR reading for you little kids before you can go to bed. Dora Saves the Enchanted Forest. This was based on a real Dora the Explorer episode.
We've got to help Unicornio save the enchanted forest.
Oh, Dora, I just know if you come, you can save the enchanted forest. I just know it.
In this book, you will learn to read with us and share and care with us as it's checked. Now, according to right here, hey there, I'm Moose, and this is Z. We're so glad you picked up this book today. We can't wait for you to find out what happens in this story. The Enchanted Forest is the place to be because all who live there are happy and free. You know, I kind of wish they put a comma right here on B. Okay, I see it's rhyming, but they should have put a comma on B. Just saying. But when Owl gets to wear the king's crown, he turns the whole forest upside down. See, now they spittin'. Unicornio is the forest's true king, but he needs Dora's help to fix everything. You can help return the true king to glory. How, you ask? Just read the goddamn story. Once upon a time, there was a magical land called the Enchanted Forest. King Unicornio, as you the people who don't know, that is unicorn in Spanish. A kind and fair leader ruled over the forest. All the creatures were free to do whatever they wanted to do. Honeybees could sing. Puppy dogs could try to fly. And the oak trees can die. Sorry, play hide and seek is what it's correctly speaking. One sad day, everything changed. King Unicornio had to leave the enchanted forest. The kind and fair leader gave his crown to Owl and asked him to watch over the kingdom. But Owl, he was not a He was not a kind and fair leader like Unicornio. They did not put leader. I just added that sentence. I don't know why I did that, but we're just going to just pretend it's there. He made new rules. He said bees could not sing and dogs could not try to fly. When Unicornio returned, Owl did not want to give his crown back. The sneaky bird led Unicornio into a trap. Owl had many owls put a crack in the dam, and King Unicornio had to use his magic horn to plug the crack. If Unicornio didn't stay where he was, the enchanted forest would flood. so all of the creatures in the forest had to follow Owl on their rules. Here's my question. Parents, skip to the next portion of the book, next page of the book of the video. Can we just say this quick rant rule right here? If this motherfucker wanted to be the king of the forest, why would he let him flood? Why would he crack the dam and could potentially flood the forest? Like, not only everyone in the motherfucking forest going to die from drowning, you will too, and you will not be king. It's going to be all your fault. Because you pretty much f***ed up the whole forest. Okay, and now we get to the main two protagonists, as you may know, since you watched the show. And that rhymed. Though. Sorry. The owls. Could I read this line first? Look, I know, I'm a grown man reading this book and I cannot read. This is a children's book and I'm a grown man who cannot read. I am sorry. The creatures of the enchanted forest were not happy with Owl's rules. They wanted Unicornio to be their king, not Owl. They talked and talked. My apologies. They knew there was one only person who can help them. Dora. Don't forget about Boots too. We're not gonna mention Boots too. You're just gonna mention Dora. That's it. Like, Boots not a thing in this book. What the frick? Like, he's not a thing in this book? That's stupid. You authors gotta do better. Okay, now I got the homie map. As is right here. Rabbit set out from the forest to look for her. He hopped through the fairy tunnel. He hopped past the elf garden. He hopped across the cornfield. He found Dora and Boots jumping in the fall leaves outside of Dora's house. Dora, Boots, venga rápido. Venga rápido means come quickly in Spanish. Teaching you guys Spanish out here. Rabbit called to his friends. I know if you come, pause, you can save the enchanted forest. We've got to rescue Unicornio so he can be king again. We've got to find the quickest way to the enchanted forest, Dora answered. Map can help us because he's our GPS. Oh, I see a little caption right here. Do you see where to get to the enchanted forest? Use your finger to show Dora where to go. Okay, that's just for little kids to like interact with the book, I guess. That's cool. Little caption right there. Dora and Boots headed down the path to get to the cornfield. They saw a scarecrow perched on his pole. I almost read that as pierced for a moment. Hola, Scarecrow, Dora called. Can we go through the forest, por favor? Por favor means please in Spanish. We've got to rescue King Unicornio, Boots added. Before the scarecrow could answer, Owl flew by. He did not want to help Dora and help Unicornio. He wanted to be king forever. He told the mini owls to pile up lots and lots of corn. Dora and Boots could not get to the enchanted forest. I mean, you can guys just eat the corn and then you can just get by. I mean, hey, corn is healthy. It's a vegetable, so. Okay, I don't know why they're happy, but you just got fricked by the frickin' owl. Scarecrow was happy to help Dora and Boots find a way to clear the path. Owl made a new rule, Scarecrow told them. He said that scarecrows and crows can't go to the enchanted forest anymore. That's not fair, Dora and Boots cried. Dora watched as Scarecrow chased away the 4 crows and that were trying to pick up the corn from the pile. If we invite the crows down, instead of chasing them away, They could clean up the path, she said to the Scarecrow. Okay, I'll give it a try, Scarecrow replied. Scarecrow called out, Bienvenidos, amigos, to the crows. That's how you say welcome, friends, in Spanish. Okay, they just said it for me. Or for you, whatever. Not only I'm reading you guys a children's book, a grown man reading a children's book, but I'm teaching y'all Spanish out here. Dora's plan worked like a charm. I have never heard that simile before, to be honest with you. Worked like a charm. I think it means like it worked great or something, yeah. The crows picked up all the corn. They cleared the path so Dora and Boots couldn't get to their next stop, the elf garden. Vamonos, Boots, Dora called. Let's go. Dora and Boots raced down the path to the elf garden. Before they could get across the bridge that led to the garden, Owl flew by. He did not want to help Dora to help the Dora? He did not want to help Dora help the... Okay, I'm reading too fast. He did not want Dora to help Unicornio. He wanted to be king forever. Okay, you just repeated the same line. He told the mini owls to take the screws out of the bridge. Dora and Boots could not get to the enchanted forest. Okay, you just repeated the same line. Like as in this last page right here. He did not want to help Dora and Unicornio. He wanted to be king forever. He told me I was a pile with corn. Dora and Boots could not get to the enchanted forest. And then he said it again right here on this page. Dora and Boots could get to the enchanted forest. He did not want to help Unicornio. You're just repeating the lines now with another little caption down here. The elves can fix the bridge if they work together. Will you work with them? Point to the pieces of the other way. Okay, oh, they're like in shapes. Okay, I see that they're in shapes. So for you little kids out here, go ahead and just try to figure out your shapes and figure out where they go. The elves were happy to help Dora and Boots find a way to fix the bridge. Owl made a new rule, the elves told them. Elves? Like Santa Claus elves? What the He said elves could not go to the enchanted forest anymore. That's not fair, Dora and Boots cried as they raced to the fairy tunnel. But where's Tinkerbell at? Up ahead, the firefly fairies were shimmering around a patch of sunflowers. They collected light from the flowers to make their tails glow. Okay, so they're oh wait, it says right there, yeah, they're firefly fairies. It was obvious. What line am I on? Oh yeah, Dora knew the fairies could use their light to show them the way through the dark tunnel. Before they could get to the tunnel, Owl flew by. He didn't want... Again with this freaking line? You're repeating the same line again? He didn't want to help Dora. He wanted to be king forever. Or he didn't want Dora to help him in the corner. He wanted to be king forever. He told the mini owls to blow out the fairy lights. Dora and Boots connected the enchanted forest. Look at the little caption down here. Little fairy has her light. Will you make it glow? Rub your hands together to make more light. Rub. Hey, pause. Alright. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. This art style. I'm not gonna lie. The art style compared to the cartoon show of Dora the Explorer looks. It's pretty accurate. Not the best, but it's pretty accurate. As I would say. Hey. The fairies were happy to help Dora and Boots find a way through the tunnel. Owl made a new rule, the elves told. Wait. The elves? The elves? I thought we were at the fairies. What the? Wait. What the fuck? Elves? But they were, motherfucker, they were with the fairies. They're with fairies. We just got past the elves. And you repeated elves again? Oh my god. I just caught that little error right there. Whoever put elves instead of fairies, you are gonna get fired. I don't know why they put elves instead of fairies. That legit fricked me up. He said that the fairies cannot go to the enchanted forest anymore. That's not fair, Dora and Boots cried as they headed to the enchanted forest. Dora and Boots were ready to rescue King Unicornio. They made it across the cornfield, past the elf garden, and through the fairy tunnel. There was just one thing left to do for them. I just skipped the word thing. They had to open the door that led to the enchanted forest. And the little caption right here, can you say the magic words to open the door? Puerta mágica. That means magic door in Spanish. That's cool. After they crossed through the magic door, Dora and Boots were sad to see how much the enchanted forest had changed. Because I was making the mean rules. There were no scarecrows in the forest. There were no elves in the forest. And God knows there is no freaking fairies. Owl even told that squirrel that we're not allowed to get in the forest anymore. Rabbit came along hopping up to Dora and Boots. I mean, they're just following her. Oh, now they're trying to plug the dam. I'll take you to Unicornio quick, he whispered to them. He's protecting the forest with his horn. We've got to help him, Dora agreed as she followed Rabbit. Before they could get to the dam, Owl flew up. Again with this line? I'm not going to read this. Y'all read it yourselves. I'll wait. Dora and Boots had to stay to plug the dam too. Okay, y'all not reading those lines because I didn't want to read the line they kept repeating. Dora looked over at the kind and fair Unicornio. He was so brave and loyal, whatever. I mean, you can be a royal king. He was not just a great leader. He was a good friend too. It sounded like he's saying you died. It sounded like she's saying that he died. Like imagine you're at a funeral and you say, oh, my friend Tom, he was not just a leader, a great leader. He was a great friend. Good friends, that's it, Dora cried. We made lots of friends today. Maybe they can help us one more time. Dora and Boots thought about the friends you make friends. And you meet them too on their way to the enchanted forest. The elves were good at fixing things, so Dora sent Rabbit to go get them. Tell them to bring their tools, she called to Rabbit as she hopped away. Oh, she hopped away, excuse me. Rapido, quick as a flash, faster than the speed of light. The elves came with their tools. They were eager to help to fix the dam so that Unicornio could return to the enchanted forest. Once the dam was all fixed up, it was time for our friends. My apologies. The friends. For the friend. Wait. The friends? I feel like they should have said our friends. Because that doesn't. I don't think that kind of grammarly. I don't know if that's grammarly correct. It's time for the friends. I think they should have said our friend. They should have said our. Oh, you are our friends. Whatever. To head back into the enchanted forest and get Unicornio's crown back. All the creatures wanted Owl to leave the forest. But that was not fair either. I mean, you could have killed them. The enchanted forest was for everyone. Owl, you are very smart, but you must learn to get along with others and treat them fairly, Unicornio told him. I want you to do a service for Owl was told to invite everyone to the biggest party in the enchanted forest I had ever seen. Then Owl returned the crown to Unicornio. All of the creatures celebrated Unicornio's return to the throne. They danced and sang as fireworks flashed in the sky. Viva el rey, Unicornio! Long live King Unicornio! Oh, that's the end of the book. Dear parents, the freaking, okay, I just saw a bug. Whatever, it just went away. Dear parents, we hope your child enjoyed this enchanted Dora adventure. To extend this story, have a conversation with your child about it. You can ask her her favorite friend. Why are you assuming your child's a she? Like, it can be a he too. I mean, boys can watch Dora. Trying to be sexist out here. You can ask his or her favorite friend in the enchanted forest and why. Or have he or her tell you, him or her tell you, why Unicornio was a better king than Owl. I mean, he was fair and Owl was being an asshole. This book is also a great starting point for talking to your child about the importance of caring and sharing. Remind him or her that everyone pitched in and helped Dora when she couldn't finish a task alone. It's important to share and care with your friends every day. Here's a friendship activity your child will enjoy playing with their friends. I mean, that's a good moral of the book. 1, give your child and her best friend construction paper and crayons. 2, tell them to draw a picture of something they love to do together. You can help them by talking about things they enjoy doing together, such as playing sports, going to the movies, riding their bikes, etc. 3, don't let them see each other's drawings before they are done. 4, when they are finished, have them exchange their drawings. Your child will love sharing a picture she drew with her best friend, and also receiving a picture her friend drew especially for her. Okay. Okay, that's the end of the book. That's the end of the book. You finished it. Well, that's the end of the book. That was the book, y'all. I'm gonna stop this right here, and I'm gonna go to bed. I just read myself and you guys are here a bedtime story. I'm a grown man reading a book for kids. This cost me $3.99 for this video. I don't know why I did this. These stupid videos I've been doing. This is the stupidest video I ever did in my life. Read a book, read a children's book for little kids. Well, y'all, what book should I read next? And also, my thoughts about this book. I mean, it was based on an episode I was recalled, and there was some little grammar and fricked up repeating sentences that were annoying the frick out of me. I don't know why they were doing that. It annoyed me to death, and it was not necessary for them to do. Like they repeated the word like Al did not want to help Dora, and they fricked up on the with the fairies. They should have said fairies instead of elves. I don't know why it said that. It was probably an error or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna stop this right here.